Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the review show with Orion. I'm your host Orion, and today we're doing a top 5 alternative rock and grunge albums. So there is one solo act in this list, so we'll get into that when we get into this video. But before this video begins, we have merch. If you want to buy that, Stay Super Chill shirts, Stay Super Chill mugs, and then the coronavirus merch if you want to buy that as well. Both a pillow and a shirt. So can't go wrong with that. So yeah, during this quarantine time it's been rough. We've been streaming on Twitch a lot this past week. If you want to go watch me fail at video games, it's called Face of the Earth _. Both my Instagram and Twitter. But I mean, not my Twitter, but my Twitch. That was what I was trying to say. My Twitter is real Orion Chill as always. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's just get into this breakdown / review, shall we? I should have clarified, these are underrated grunge alternative rock albums of the 90s. So, number 1 does not classify as grunge. It's not really grunge. It's like Alice in Chains, so that's why I put it at number 1. It's Days of the New Green Edition, or Days of the New 2. I call it the Green Album. This just, it holds up so well from a 20-year point last year. Well, so it's 21 years old now, but the Green Album just holds up for me as one of the best records, CDs ever made. You know, Travis Meeks, he's just, I really wish he would get better, man. I keep like checking the Facebook page every now and then. It's really looking bad. I mean, yeah, it's not very good, but I really hope the guy is okay. But this album is just a landmark in the alternative acoustic grungy sound, you know, like the Alice in Chains mashed with the Doors. Just whatever, I can't describe it. It's so powerful tracks on this. It's like Egyptian, goes to the Doors, goes to Alice in Chains. Then you got the most experimental sound, which is in like songs like what's it called? Longfellow and the intro track leading into Province of Tragedy, then Skeleton Key, which is a really good instrumental. Man, just guys, you gotta have this in your collection. You just have to. I have all their CDs. Travis Meeks, just powerful, just really underrated guitar player and lyricist. He's just the reincarnated Jim Morrison. I nickname him the Jim Morrison of the 90s, or grunge Jim Morrison. He's not really grunge, but the Jim Morrison of the 90s, basically. Really good album. Anyway, let's get into our number 2 pick, which is my number 2 pick is going to be Matt Season, Above. I do not have this as a physical copy yet, but Psychedelic will agree with me that this album is really, really, really underrated. Lane is on this album. Lane, his vocal range, it's just the most beautiful thing, you know? He got guitar solos that are bluesy, just like the Soundgarden guitar solos, like in like Suicide and stuff. It's just, you got that, and then you got reach down kind of guitar solos. It's just powerful. And then there's saxophone on Long Gone Day, I believe it was called. Dude, it's just fantastic. You guys, you gotta listen to Mad Season. I mean, Alice in Chains is good, but Mad Season, there's just something special about this band. I mean, there's Lane. You got Mark Lanegan as well on one of the tracks. It's called Locomotive. That dude is just, he's really good as well. Mark Lanegan of Screaming Trees. Just a powerful record. It's the supergroup, Mad Season. There's a bunch of people in it. I don't know them all. They're from Temple of the Dog, Pearl Jam. Basically Pearl Jam and Temple of the Dog are the same band members, but I believe Chris Cornell collabed with them as well, so he's not on the album, but he did a few live recordings with them in later years. Just insane of a record. But moving on to number 3 on my list is going to be Dandelion. Dandelion, I found this, I think, yeah, it was Last FM. Someone on my Last FM, well, actually, yeah, it was my Last FM shout box. Someone left me a recommendation for the song Weird Out. So, obviously Weird Out is one of my favorites on this album, but this is like the peak of alternative rock right here. You got songs like Trailer Park Girl, What a Drag, Super Cool, which is a rip-off of Bread Fan by Budgie, but it's a grunge edition, so it's still a cool song. Then you got Retard, False Alarm, Tapped. That riff is just so heavy for a grunge riff. Then you got songs like Snow Job and Melon from Heaven. It's just like Mudhoney, Tad, and Blind Melon just had a baby, and then that song came out, you know, crazy. The album art is this. It's creepy. I like it. And then you got some weird pictures in here. In the booklet, you got some dude with yeah, their pictures in the booklet are really weird. I only like the superhero one. It makes it look like Marvel and stuff. It is a really weird booklet, but the album, I mean, they probably were stoned when they made this. Who knows? But cool CD. It's a great CD. If you're stoned and you like grunge, you'll like this album. It's a stoner grunge, I would call it. Because they smoked a bong in one of these songs, I'm sure of it. In between Super Cool and Retard, or actually, yeah, What a Drag and Super Cool, or one of those songs, they smoke a bong here and there in the audio. You can hear it. I know for a fact. But that's a good album. That's my number 3 pick. Next up, this is number 4. We got... This is a compilation, actually. It does count, so... Rupture. Rupture / Psychosis of Coffin Break. Coffin Break is just a fantastic punk band. It's alternative rock, basically. I classify it as grunge because Kurt Cobain labeled them as one of his favorite bands. So they were from Seattle as well. They didn't get famous though. They only lasted like 6 years, from 1987 to 1993, so this is like the peak of grunge years. They did get labeled as it, kind of, but they were more of a punk rock alternative kind of vibe, so that's why they're on this list, punk / alternative rock. We got songs like World, Kill the President, Diane, Fanatic, and then you got on the other side you got Hopeless, Psychosis, Stupid Love Song, and I've never heard the other ones that much. I do want to listen to this more often. That's why I got the CD. But the other side has more songs. Basically, there's like 15 songs on the other side. Then you got goes down to 25. So there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 songs on the second side of the CD. There's no two CDs. They could all fit on one CD. So yeah, the album art for this is kind of basic, but this one is kind of creepy. Psychosis, really creepy, but a good album, I would say. I'll review one of their albums in the future as a standalone video, but they're in this video. Yeah, great album, compilation, I would say. And number 5, Psychedelic showed me this album a while ago. Actually, no, I found it. He likes it though more than me. We got Jerry Cantrell's Degradation Trip. So this is a part of the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack. She was my girl, I think it was called. That was in the Spider-Man. Actually, it was Spider-Man 1 soundtrack, 2002. This album came out in 2002. So this one is more of a Days of the New kind of vibe with this album. I love it. Jerry is just underrated as a guitar player. He's that good. He is the reason Alice in Chains exists. I mean, there's Lane, but Jerry is the one that made that sound. You know, the acoustic style, electric guitar, grunge style of music, you know. He's the developer of that sound, and he should be credited as the riff master of guitar. Whatever you want to call it. Riff master. Guitar god. Yeah. But that's my list. Jerry, I was going to list him higher, but, you know, I do like Mad Season a little bit more than Jerry's solo stuff. And we got a bunch of good albums here. I mean, I need these albums on CD, the Mad Season and Jerry Cantrell albums. But yeah, that's my top 5. I hope you enjoyed. There will be more videos like this in the future. I just need to listen to more music, you know? I've been playing games. That's what my Twitch is for. Go follow it if you want. But we will be reviewing some I bought some Cheetos popcorn on Amazon. Spicy Cheetos popcorn that I believe a few people have reviewed. I think Joey reviewed it a while ago. Maybe Reed. I'm not sure. But we're going to do that on Monday when it gets here. And we're also going to review Super Unknown because in a few days marks 3 years since we lost Chris Cornell. So, yeah, it's pretty sad. We're going to do a video honoring him, which is reviewing Super Unknown or Bad Motorfinger. Either one, I have both the vinyls. So we're going to do that next week. So please stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Don't forget, join my Discord if you're into music and grunge, rock, psychedelic rock, whatever you're into. Music server down below. And buy my merch if you want a shirt with a cool fedora on it, and coronavirus merch, man. You gotta get some coronavirus merch or you'll die in quarantine. I don't know. And I'm just rambling on this video. Have a super chill day, and I'll see you guys at my Twitch, faceoftheearth_. We'll be live streaming some more often, because I'll be streaming every day until quarantine's over. Be over there. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to stay super chill. Bye.